I didn't know you were going to press play. Hello.
Hello and welcome back to the channel.
Good evening.
It's been a long January, hasn't it? It's finally, we're at the end of it.
Yes.
It's the Thursday night, so we're off work tomorrow, long weekend, and it's the 30th of January. In fact, do you know what, that reminds me. Remember we got a parking ticket?
We did.
Hold on, stand by. It's still up here somewhere. Oh. Basingstoke and Dean Council. That was the 11th of the 12th.
Was that the 11th? I knew it was December. I couldn't have told you it was the 11th. Wow.
So 11th of December we got that parking ticket down in Basingstoke. I wrote to them the same day. I emailed them, I appealed it, and I've never heard a single thing back. I've never had an email. I've never had a letter to the house to say...
They've not even acknowledged it.
Not even to say, yeah, you've got off with it. No, you need to pay it. Nothing. So I don't know. So that's more than a month.
Well, what's the deal with it? Like, is there I know with these light zones and stuff, they've got 2 weeks, haven't they? To tell you.
They had 14 days
14
to pay
days.
it.
Is it the same? Is it 14 days and then it?
Yeah, it should go up.
So if they were to contact us now, can we write to them and go, well, you're out of time?
I don't know.
If any of you guys know, put it in the comments, because obviously in case they do write to us now.
If you work for Basingstoke and Dean Council in the parking department, it'd be helpful if you can just wipe it off your system. That'd be grand.
Well, in fairness, we should never have got it. If you don't know, if you're new at the channel, you're not sure what we're talking about. And then a few videos back, if you have a look at the one with the parking notice as a thumbnail, then you'll know what we're talking about. But we shouldn't have got it in the first place.
No. So it's
been a long month. So January has been a long month. So what have we been up to? We've been decorating the house.
Constantly decorating.
Try to get that in gear. We had the storm.
Dodging the storm.
Yeah.
Storm.
What was it?
Was that a Welsh name?
Was it Owen or Owen or something?
Something like that. Yeah,
so that was last Friday, but unfortunately we had to be in Edinburgh last Friday, so we did have to travel from Glasgow to Edinburgh. Yeah. So that getting through was fine. It was a bit like your lockdown days where there was hardly anybody out, but then on the way back home was kind of mid-afternoon, and the amount of trees down in Edinburgh, and it wasn't even like your thin trees, it was the thick trees, and unfortunately we did see a lorry blown over as well. Yeah. And the front window smashed out, so that wasn't nice, but we got home safe thankfully, so that was good. What else have we been up to?
Decorating. You've been watching Love Island, so I'm...
Oh my god, give it a rest.
Quite happy to be out of the house, to be honest.
I knew you were going to say that. So, yeah, what's wrong with Love Island?
It's garbage.
It's not garbage. Last night, Ekin-Su and Curtis look as if they might uncouple. Right. It's not rubbish.
Anyway, we're in Perth. We're in the very centre of Scotland. So, we're heading off. It's Thursday night. And we're away for a good weekend away. So, we'll go out on the road and catch up with you guys shortly. Good morning. We've woken up in this amazing, quiet little picnic spot. So last night we drove up from Glasgow to Perth, then up the A93 to Blairgowrie, Bridge of Calais, and now we are just south of the Spittal of Glenshee. This is a great overnight spot. Been here quite a few times before, and we've had a light dust in the snow overnight, so let's jump in the van. So just realised, haven't even told you where we are and what we're doing today. So we're at the Glenshee Ski Centre, just south of Braemar, and we're going to get skis on and go out skiing, aren't we?
Yes, first time this year. First time this year,
because the season's been a bit slow at starting. It looks amazing out there, so we'll let you see this.
It is a brilliant day in Glenshee. How good is this? First day vaccine 2025.
What an amazing day it is up here at Glenshee. The sun is out and it's pretty quiet because it's a Friday morning, so it's Friday the 31st of July, 31st of July, 31st of January even. God, imagine being up here on the 31st of July. That'd be amazing. Sun is out. This is amazing up here. Such a warm sunny day, plenty of snow. So the cost to ski at Glenshee Ski Centre is £36 for an adult for a full area day pass. There's obviously students and seniors and child discounts. So yeah, it's good value. You know, £36 for a whole day of activities, really good value. So the first time I came to Glenshee Ski Centre was on a school trip, and that would have been back in January 1987. So what's that, 38 years ago. And I didn't make it this far up the mountain on the first trip right enough. I was on the beginner slopes, dink dink, and I thought I was an expert back then and ended up crashing into the fence and hurt myself. So yeah, 38 years and I keep coming back. It's brilliant up here. Come back to the van for a bit of lunch. I've got sausage rolls and what have you got?
I've got a pie.
A pie. So come back to lunch. It's quite sharp because one of the things that we do up here at Glenshee is we volunteer to cover the lunch breaks for the lifties, for the lift operators, chairlifts, pumas, etc. So we've got 2 lunch breaks to cover, haven't we?
Yep, dink and plastic.
Dink and plastic we're on today.
Which are your 2 green ones. If you're going up here, it's where you would start.
Yeah, beginners runs. So grab some lunch and get down and let the lifty get his lunch. This is my lunchtime cover for the dink puma. So in here I've got to control the speed of the puma and help people on and off and deal with the thing if it breaks down.
So it looks like David's got a new skier and he's just trying to get them on to the puma. Rock your body. You're going to rock your body up and over, up and over.
Oh, peace and quiet.
So you've changed ski chairlift.
On the plastic now.
Yep, you're on the plastic now, which is a blue.
There's too many crazy beginners down there for me to handle. Being promoted up.
Well, somebody doesn't like beginners.
Beginners. Is that rope flow?
Yeah, rope flow's still on. So covering plastic means you cover this one, this puma, but you also need to cover the rope flow, which is over here. So I'm just making sure that keeps going because there is quite a lot of schools in today as well doing trips. So this is our blue run, as you can see. It's David in his wee hut.
This is inside the lifties control room. So we've got a control panel here, we've got emergency stops, we've got telling us what position the toe's at. We can speed it up, we can slow it down. Apart from that, we've just got a lot of drones. So if it's really bad weather, I can sit in here and watch the goings on.
So as I was just showing you the footage of the helicopter coming in, unfortunately somebody has fallen on the hill. It looks as if it's a suspected leg break. So unfortunately the ambulance has already been in. The guy's with the paramedics, 59-year-old man's with the paramedics, and then he'll go over the helicopter and then they'll airlift him off the ski resort.
Just heading up the Cairnwell chairlift. This is a 3-person chairlift. It takes you right to the top of the Cairnwell summit, which is a Monroe. And once you get here, if you're a little bit crazy, you can do the black run, which is called the Tiger, or you can opt for the easier, well, there's a red run as well, but when you get to my age, you're just looking to do the bunny run, which is a nice gentle green run back down the summit. So that's the intention here, because my legs are getting a bit sore, to be honest with you. But what an amazing day. If you're thinking about skiing, get your backside up to Glenshee, the Lecht, Glencoe, because the snow's here, but temperatures are going to get a little bit milder again, and you never quite know how long it's going to last for. So as I was saying earlier on, the first time I came here was in January 1987 on a school trip. Now, stick in the comments if you had any school trips as epic as going skiing. I was also fortunate enough to go to Italy on a school trip, skiing also with the school, and that's really where I sort of learned to ski properly, because up till then it was mainly day trips up here at Glenshee and Glencoe. But they do say if you can ski in Scotland, you can ski anywhere, because we do get a varied conditions. We are parked literally in the middle of nowhere, so I've got one of these Fleur thermal imaging cameras to see where we're losing heat from the van. Now the tyres are warm because we've not long arrived here, so that's the side window, that's the heating outlet, you can see the tyres, you can see the front of the van. It's actually really pitch black out here, so you can just get a glimpse of. I've got the awning light on at the front and the back, but it's quite interesting just to see where you're losing heat. It's a little bit through the front windscreen, but I can barely see anything out here without the camera on. It's so dark. Good morning.
Good morning.
So we finished off skiing yesterday afternoon up at Glenshee Ski Centre, and we stopped off for a takeaway last night. We went to one in a Boyne, didn't we?
We did. We went to Mr. Shaz.
Mr. Shaz.
Which was really good food, and the guy was sound.
Yeah.
So if you're up this area, Mr. Shaz.
Mr. Shaz, really nice. So we're not in Braemar, but we're not far from Braemar. We're on the Lin O'Dea Road. An amazing park up. I'll show you that in just a minute. So this is the view that we have outside the van this morning. So the rules that we work with when we're staying off grid is we don't stay in the same spot for more than a night, 2 at the very most. We pick up any litter that anybody else has left behind. We've got a litter picker in the van. There is a bin there, so there's no excuses for litter. Don't drop your waste. Don't use the public toilets in the village for your chemical toilet. There is a campsite you can stay at, and it's a great campsite, and they'll let you empty your chemical waste. Or further along, a place called Muir of Dinnet, there is a chemical toilet point you can use free of charge. So there's no reason to dump your waste anywhere here. Just use the facilities that they've got. Yeah, just keep the place as you found it. What is it they say? Take nothing but photographs, leave nothing but footprints. Have I got that the right way around? Can't remember.
So this is your main road in Braemar. So on the left hand side we're just about to pass the Braemar Gallery. I think a lot of local artists put their work in there. And then we're going to come up, and on the right hand side is the village hall. Just there where the gas tanks are. And then this is your main bit. So we've got the Highlander craft whiskies, chemist on the right. We've got Gordon's tea rooms, that's been there for quite a while. And then Greens, which used to be a co-op, but it's now a Greens with a post office. The Braemar Mews on the right, and then the Fife Arms Hotel on the left.
Now, round this corner, there's public car park and toilets, and there's a water tap on the side of the toilets. Now, it might be frozen, but I'll show you where it is anyway.
The butchers we just passed as well, they catch local haggis. So if you're looking for local haggis,
to be had,
get it in the butchers.
So just where this grey van is, there's a water tap just located just behind that, that you can make use of on the side of the toilet block there. You need quite a long hose for it. And that's the old castle. So it's a lovely little village, isn't it?
It's a gorgeous village, I really like Braemar.
It can just be quite cold.
Yeah.
Really cold.
Yeah, it can be really cold. So your butchers is just on your right hand side there. And then you've got a couple of cafes across the road and a chip shop on the right hand side as well. So there's enough shops for people to come and see. And obviously the Royal Warrants, if you look at the Braemar mountain spots, they've got the Royal Warrants on them. Because we're quite close to Balmoral here, so this would be Royal Towns as well when they come up. This big building here, just over here, that's the Invercold Hotel. Now that closed down years ago, and the folk who own the Fife Arms Hotel, which I think are Swedish, bought that hotel to do it up, but they've never done anything with it. So we'll see when that happens.
Lovely walk. Such a nice day, isn't it?
Such a nice day.
We're just walking to this loch. We've no idea what it's called, but we'll find it when we get there. We're at Muir of Dinnet car park. It's free to park and it's free to overnight stay. It's got stay the night scheme, so 6 campervans overnight, water tap, although you need a massive long hose, and free chemical toilet disposal point and toilets. So well worth a visit. We've made it to Loch Kinord. It's full of ice. You probably can't see it very well on the camera, but there's big sheets of ice there. In fact, That's all ice in me. That's frozen. Look how thick that ice is. What's that got to be? 10 mil at least?
And that's just on the top, but the bottom, under the water, is frozen as well.
Yeah.
Oh!
The rest of it's a bit thin.
No 10 mil the whole way.
You're walking on thin ice. There's a little building up here as well, though. It's a house. I want to explore. We're not really sure what this building is. We think it's a church. It's not occupied anyway. It's just got these unusual windows. So just came back to the van and happy days, we have got a flat tyre, so need to go and try and deal with this.
So you've pumped up the you're on camera, you've pumped up the tyre. We can't really get it above 30 odd PSI.
The pump's pretty shit, and that's a new pump. His old pump was pretty shit. In fact, that's the third pump.
That's a third pump, but it did say on the pump that it goes to really high and it's good for vans.
I've got it pumped up to 30 PSI. It's not really going up any further, so we're just driving 40 miles an hour to try and get to the next town to get a proper tyre machine here.
Yeah, so the next town's Aberdeen, which is where we went for takeaway last night. If we can get, we think there's a tyre machine there, don't we? There's a garage at the other side of Aberdeen.
What I'm hoping is that where I was parked there at Muir, Dinnet, I was in like a dip. I don't know if I just parked the van at an awkward angle and the air's leaked out the rim. I don't know, because I can't see any screws or metal or anything obvious. So if we get it pumped up at a garage and then keep an eye on it, if not, we'll stick the spare tyre on, so we do have a spare. And
maybe need to head for Aberdeen.
Head towards Aberdeen, we might find a, because it's a Saturday.
Well, it's Saturday, but it's also 10 past 12.
10 past 12 on a Saturday, so it's not easy to get a tyre garage on a Saturday afternoon in Scotland. So.
No, and at the moment we're in the middle of nowhere.
Yeah, we're on the 93 between Dinnet and Aberdeen, so,
yeah.
So let's see if we can get this pumped up and we'll take it from there.
So we've made it to the garage in Aberdeen, and the wee machine thing said, the tyre machine said it is out of service, but David thinks it might only be because it's frozen, so he's put some money in and hopefully this is going to work. Oh, the tyre's completely flat now as well, so we were on 30 PSI at Muir Dinnet, but to bring it to Aberdeen we're now on 0. So I'm not sure, I'm guessing he's getting out it. Is it working? It's working. Well, that's really good. So basically the sign, it had a sign on it saying it was out of order. David thought it was frozen. He's put money in it and he's managed to get it working. So that's maybe a lesson, and maybe don't always think that just because they say the signs that they're not working. So we'll get this pumped up to 60, and then it looks as if we're, well, I don't know if we'll need to stop at Banchory and do it again. It depends how fast this is going down. This to the next stage.
We've made it to Banchory, albeit the tyre's flat again. But hey ho, we've got lunch from, what's that baker's called? Dry Gyros Bakers. So I got a sausage roll.
I got a macaroni pie.
Amy got macaroni. So the plan now is to eat some lunch, pump up the tyre again. There's a big Tesco's not far from here, so I'm going to go and try and get, you know, that stuff that you put in the tyre. It's like expanding foam or something. I
think that's where we're going to need to go with this, isn't it? Because it's now, what time are we on now?
1 o'clock, 5 past 1.
5 past 1 on a Saturday.
On a Saturday, so there'll not be much open, so in rural Aberdeenshire. So let's get some expanding foam hopefully and pump up this tyre. Amy's stuffing her face with a pie, so I'm not allowed to film her. The bakers, we're in Aberdeenshire, so it says on the bag, this bag Can't read it backwards. This bag had some guy find pieces. Mine come back for more. So in other words, there's good stuff in the bag, come back for more. They talk a wee bit different up here. So, not quite the day that we'd planned. We were planning to go around, see some more sites, and do obviously some more YouTubing. But anyway, we ended up with flat tyre when we came out of Muir Dinnet Visitor Centre. I thought maybe it was just a slow puncture and we would sort of manage to get down the road okay. Turned out it was going down much quicker than we could expect. We kept bumping it up, we sort of drove for 5-10 miles. So instead of going the route we planned to go, we ended up going all the way across to Aberdeen, which we were about 50 miles from. And we got into Quick Fit, we'd been into Halfords, we'd been into National Tyres. They couldn't help us, so we got into Quick Fit, being a Saturday afternoon. They had one tyre left in stock, we got a new tyre fitted, and we got back in the road sort of safely. Now, we do carry a spare tyre as well, so we weren't completely stuck, but it was to sort of save crawling underneath the van and getting all that out. We're just trying to get on the road again. So we made it to Dundee, stopped off, had a bit of takeaway in Dundee, and from here we're heading back down the road. So if you haven't subscribed, please do so, and we'll catch you in the next video. Hope you enjoyed watching, and we'll see you next time.